So we'll go live in about 1 minute.
It says it's live now.
Is it live now?
That's what it says on my screen.
Hello.
We're live, Drew.
So now we have to share the link with Instagram.
Okay.
So we'll go live in about 1 minute. Did you hear it? So it's like a 20-second delay. Okay, I'm going to go the messenger. Welcome everybody, whoever's joining. Okay, 1 sec. So what's the first step? Do you boil the water?
Yes. Do you want me to begin to explain what we're doing today, or you want to tell you're doing what are we doing?
I guess we gotta get this link figured out. I hope no one's watching yet. For anyone watching, this is going to be a nice live stream. We just need to share the link because people on YouTube might see the link, but on Instagram, they don't yet.
Well, when you do that, I'm going to be here shopping.
Okay.
I could put the computer a little further so people see what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm shopping peppers.
There it is. Okay, 1 sec.
Okay. Where did you go?
Okay, hello. Okay, we're here.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're good. We're good.
Perfect.
Okay, well, welcome everybody to the live stream. Olga, thank you so much for joining us as our honored guest today. Olga Lucia has lots of corporate experience around the world, and including environmental experience, and currently works in an environmentally based organization. And she has been cooking for many years and has so many awesome recipes. So thank you for coming. Woo!
Thank you for the invitation, Drew. Yes, I have been cooking since I was 6 years old. The first thing I did was a coconut cake.
Oh, really?
I remember putting too much sugar, but but I remember that that's the first thing my mom allowed me to cook on my own by myself.
Wow.
I mean, it turned okay. We ate it.
Was it chocolate?
No, it was a coconut.
Oh, okay. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And you put shaved coconuts inside?
Yes, it was with a lot of coconut all through the cake. I remember my mom buying a cooking book on a book fair, and I just had to, I wanted to do so many of the recipes in the cookbook, so I had to find one that didn't use too many ingredients because my mother didn't want to waste food in case I didn't come out edible. Yeah, but
Nice.
it came out okay, and we ate it.
That's awesome. Well, too much sugar is probably better than not enough. In my book.
Yeah, well, I guess it was fine. I think probably was a lot of sugar because for a 6-year-old to think that it was a lot of sugar, maybe it was a lot.
Yeah. I suppose.
But since I have learned not to make those mistakes as frequently as possible.
Nice. So what do you bring to the table today? What do you have planned for a potato meal?
Okay, so also this is a recipe that my mom used to make or still makes. It's a potato salad. It's a Colombian style. So I was born in Colombia, and so I learned how to cook from my mom and from my grandmothers. And so this is the way that she did potato salad. That's what I'm doing today. Yeah. And I said to Drew just before we began the recording here that I am using EcoSpots. I don't know if anyone has seen them. So these are produced in Bayfield, New Brunswick by a farm called Timber River Eco Farms. And the great thing about these potatoes is that they don't have any pesticides, any herbicides, nothing. So it's a potato farm that gives a lot of work to the people in the area, in Bayfield, New Brunswick, or Cape Torrentine, and the people that are familiar with that area. And they use really interesting things, like, for example, for the potato box, instead of, pesticides, people are going every day vacuuming the potato plants so you don't get the potato bugs. And you can find them in Sobeys. It's the only place where you can find them. So I always buy those because normal potatoes, they have a lot of pesticides and herbicides, a lot.
Yeah. So they just go with a vacuum.
Yes, they go with a vacuum and they pick up all the potato bugs.
That's way better than.
Yeah.
And that doesn't seem that expensive.
No, it is not expensive. And the good thing is that it gives a lot of work to the area, and it's a profitable business still. Just that they thinking outside of the box, outside of the normal. And so they use people in order to do the job that otherwise it will be done by pesticides and herbicides. So yeah.
And they don't have to eat the pesticides and herbicides.
And yes, because that is not good, obviously. So the only thing is that these potatoes, so in the potatoes, normally you will see, so when they're getting, so these potatoes are obviously from last year, we're in the winter, we don't produce potatoes in the winter. So you will see a little bit of that the potatoes are becoming to sprout. And well, the only thing you have to do is just cut the sprout, and you don't have to eat it, that's all. Because it doesn't have, the regular potatoes, they apply things so they don't sprout. So this one sprout.
So this one, so it's better if they sprout because it means they're real, like natural.
Well, yeah, they don't have a product applied to them to avoid the potato to go sprout. And well, if you are into planting, then you can use these potatoes to plant your own potatoes the next year, because the sprout, just cut the little piece and there you plant a potato plant.
Mm-hmm. Then you have potatoes for yourself.
Exactly. And get the vacuum and vacuum the potato bags instead of spraying them.
I need a battery powered vacuum to get it outside.
Yeah, well, I didn't grow potatoes last year, but when I have grown them before. So you just had to come twice a day and pick up your potatoes your potato bags in the morning and in the afternoon.
Oh,
and
okay.
That's it.
So there weren't too many bugs.
Oh, there were a lot. You just have to keep on top of them.
Okay.
Okay. So, things that you mentioned that you were interested in kind of showing what kind of tips do I have to cook? Like, for example, when I'm cooking, if I am peeling, I use a good peeler that doesn't take too much of the skin, because I hate to waste food. That's one of the things. So a good peeler that I have here the Compost. So that doesn't take too much of the potato in the peeling. That is just thin.
Yeah.
So it's good to eat the potato, not throw the potato. If you have a garden or compost, I have here a garden, so I keep all my compost. Don't put your compost in the garbage, because that creates a lot of methane gas. And if you separate anything that is vegetable matter from the garbage, make sure you do that.
First of all, Olga does have one of the best gardens ever. I've been to her house. It's amazing, both vegetables and flowers and everything. It's really nice. But also, Olga was the one who taught me that putting compost in the garbage is bad. I thought if you might slip a little bit in there, it would help with the biodegradation process at the dump. But it makes it worse, right?
It makes it worse because when you put the garbage, if you go to the I'm forgetting the word, like the place where they keep the garbage here in Halifax, it should be only dry things. It should not be wet. The wet liquids and all those things that create a lot of liquids that go and drain into the soil and contaminates the soil and contaminates the water that is underneath the soil. So that's one thing, the liquids that come out of vegetable when begin to decompose. But also when this green matter is decomposing, it produces a lot of methane gas. Methane gas is one of the gases that is contributing to climate change. So we don't want that to happen. And the reason why it happens is because so instead of decomposing without air, so when you put your compost in a pile for compost, you cover it, it doesn't consume oxygen. It degrades in a nice way that it's not absorbing oxygen. But when you put it when you throw it in the garbage, it mixes with oxygen, and then that is what it creates the methane gas. So it's an anaerobic composition versus an anaerobic without air. So that's the reason why you need to put the compost with the green, and so there is a proper procedure in order to produce compost without oxygen.
So if it's underground, it's better. You should keep your compost buried.
Well,
let's get it in the garden because it's buried.
If it's closed and it's in a pile and it's covered, then it's not going to be using oxygen, and it's not going to produce methane gas. On the contrary, you can just produce great fertilizer for next year's garden.
Yeah.
So all that nitrogen and things, they just go to the next year garden. So I'm cooking here the potatoes, and I chop them small just for size for the potato salad.
Okay. So like little cubes, kind of?
Yes, little cubes, small, not too big. make, my grandmother used to say, please chop the things small. We're not horses. she was always making sure that I didn't, yeah, even the carrots. So other things that I'm using to this potato salad. I'm putting the potatoes, carrots. So I chopped them already small.
Okay.
Little pieces of carrots. I'm gonna put them here. And something that I was sharing with Drew, I boil before the water before putting in the pot because this is more efficient than my stove that is with gas. So always use this one if you need to boil water, and then you can add it to the potatoes, or it's just more efficient.
And it makes it quicker and saves energy, right?
Yes, you save energy with that. With
Wow.
the kettle. So I always do that. I'm also here chopping, I don't know if you can see, I'm chopping peppers. So I'm chopping a green pepper. Can you see?
Yeah.
Maybe not. Can lower a little bit. So another tip here, normally people will buy to give more color red peppers or yellow peppers, but they cost double and they taste just the same. So I use the green pepper. It's gonna be just, the carrot will give enough color to the salad. Finish. And the other thing I'm gonna show that I'm using, so is celery. So I also have it little well chopped celery. This I'm not going to cook. And the reason is just that, if you are the peppers and the celery, you can eat them uncooked, and it's good for your health because it has a lot of fiber. So I'm just going to put them in the bowl.
The celery and the peppers?
Yes, the celery and the peppers. The other thing I'm going to put is a little bit of, while the potatoes and the carrots are cooking, a little bit of parsley to give some color and some flavor. I'm cooking also just hot dogs. They give a great flavor to the potato salads. And my son was fascinated when I opened the fridge and saw hot dogs, and he was like, oh my God, are we going to be cooking something special? So he was quite happy about the hot dogs.
Nice.
I have to either see my face or can see the food. And one thing more, so I'm going to chop an onion. And the onion, I'm just going to put it in a little bit of hot water to make it a little soft, tender. But just how do you call when you just put hot water on something, but you don't boil it?
Lukewarm?
Sorry?
Like making it lukewarm?
Yeah, like hot. But this will be just for a second, just to give it like to kind of half cook it.
Oh yeah, el dente. I don't know.
But if I remember the name, I will let you know. Anyways, so I'm gonna finish chopping here and keeping an eye on the potatoes.
And for the potatoes, you want them fully cooked, right?
So yeah, putting the hot water reduces the time that you have to cook the potatoes. Why are you drinking, Drew?
Just water.
Coffee?
Actually, it really is just water.
I cannot hear. Oh, I lost. For some reason, I'm not hearing you.
Testing. Hello? Testing.
I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Nothing. Maybe you could hear me, but I'm not hearing you.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I will keep cooking, but I cannot hear you. So maybe you have to put the questions in the chat.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's water? Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Water.
Can you hear me?
No, I cannot hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna get a charger.
Well, if the audience can hear me,
Can you hear me?
you need to type, Drew.
Oh.
Can they hear me?
Oh.
And now I'm going to chop the onion really as fine as possible.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Maybe there's something going on.
Can you hear me? No?
I cannot hear you through. Well, good thing that. Hello, can you hear me? Can you speak?
Testing.
Yes.
Oh!
It worked.
Okay, you're back. We're good.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was
good.
weird.
That's good.
I hope YouTube can catch us. I don't know. Well, sorry about that. You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Woo!
Clear and strong. Okay, keep an eye on this. You don't want to overcook the potatoes, otherwise you will have soup
Yeah.
instead of potato salad.
Yeah, if you cook them too soft, they start to fall apart. You get mushy easy, I find. Yeah, I should have got my tech guy involved, Denny. He's our digital producer, kind of. We should have got him because maybe we could not have technical difficulties.
Well, I think everybody was hearing me. Maybe it was that I was not hearing you. Hopefully, I was hearing you.
Okay.
Okay. To some of the water from the potato here to put on the onions.
Okay.
That's something that I also tend to do is just use if you already have water that is boiled, why not, if you are cooking something that you could reuse the water to cook something else, for example, broccoli and the carrots and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Like vegetables and things.
Yes.
And a lot of nutrients, depending on what you're cooking, goes into the water, right? Like if you cook broccoli, the nutrients go into the water.
Yes, that's right. I hope not all of them, but because then we will have to drink the water. But anyway, I think the potatoes are done. So I'm going to pass to the sink to drain them.
Okay.
Don't get burned. Safety first.
Mm-hmm.
Remember my occupation and health and safety days?
Yeah. You were the best safety teacher.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have the potatoes ready. I'm gonna put them here. Health and safety days.
Yeah. Whoops. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
I think the video is working.
Wonderful. How many viewers do you think we have?
It says 1.
Who's that person?
Hey, it might be me.
Thank you for being with us. We love you.
We love you. Stay with us. Yeah.
Okay, so I have the onion. Ready. I don't know if you're seeing anything. I hope so. Okay.
So that's cooked onion?
Yes, kind of in Espanol is scalded. Like, is there such a word in English? I don't know. Like, would you just kind of half cook it with hot water?
Okay.
I forgot the word in English for that. And I forgot something from the fridge.
Okay.
Peas. So I'm gonna use, remember what I was talking about, cooking 2 things in the same pot?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use the water, the carrots, I think. I forgot something from the fridge.
So you're gonna put the water, the carrots?
The carrots. So I'm going to use the water from the carrots to, because these are frozen. So I'm just going to unfold them in the water from the carrots.
Nice.
Okay, and one thing more. I will put in potato salad, mayonnaise. Okay. So as you can see, so it has a lot of vegetables, peas, carrots, peppers, celery, onion.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's healthy.
Yeah. It's like a meal. It's like a full meal in a salad.
It is a food. Yeah. Yeah. You don't need anything else. And it is not too expensive. And you can have it in the fridge, and you can, like in this case, I'm making a big batch that is going to be lunch for tomorrow for Nicholas and me. Nicholas is my son. And supper tonight, maybe supper tomorrow if I don't end up eating it all at once.
Good thing I'm not there because it might not last till tomorrow.
Yeah, Nicholas might eat it tonight too. Okay. So I'm putting the peas with the carrots. They are almost cooked. And now I'm looking for a big spoon. Where's my big spoon? Oh, we can use just a regular spoon. Okay. And so I have also the hot dogs here.
I wonder if you could put bacon in this.
Yes, my son would love that idea. Yeah, bacon will go well.
Well, yeah.
So now what I do with the hot dogs is just slice them, maybe half a centimeter thick.
Okay.
Yeah.
In little discs, like little.
Yeah. They are so good. Okay. I don't know if you can see anything.
Yeah.
Can you see anything? Okay. Go ahead. Let them cool
Yeah,
off a little. Meanwhile, I'm gonna draining the carrots and the peas.
Okay.
Beautiful. Look.
Oh, look at that.
Green and orange. Okay. Make sure it doesn't have any water. And go into the salad too.
Yeah, I suppose you don't want any excess water.
No, no. You want to make sure that everything is really drained.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I look like a cooking show, really? A real one?
Actually,
I forgot that we had those professionals, cook chefs that appear on TV.
You could be. I always thought you could. And the stuff that you have at lunch, I've been to Olga's house a few times for lunch. Anyone watching? And tuna, casserole, salad, and pie, and quinoa. What was that? There was so much. Mm. Oh, and the salmon. The salmon. Oh, so much. It was good.
So let's put this and cook everything.
So everything's in there right now.
It's yeah. Sorry, can you see that?
Hi, Nicholas.
He's noticing you because.
How's it going? You want to be on TV?
Here's Nicholas going over. He's getting taller and taller.
Really tall, yeah.
Yeah.
What grade are you in now? 11?
Yeah.
11, right on. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, remember the old days that when Nicholas used to go to my workplace, to our workplace?
Yeah, that was awesome. I can't believe it was only like 4 years ago. For me,
yes,
like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, Nicholas is 16 now. So he was 11, 12.
Yeah. So do you know what you're going to do after high school?
I think he wants to go into computer science,
Nice.
but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing very well in school.
Nice, good.
So
is that the cilantro? What was that on the screen?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, what's on the screen? Oh yeah, my old cilantro, but this is parsley.
Oh, okay.
Fresh parsley. And yeah, let me finish chopping this. I wish you could be here so I could give you a plate of this.
I know. This was a bad idea because I'm torturing myself right now.
It tastes really good.
Yeah, I should have followed you along and made it with you.
We did that for a company kind of retreat, like teamwork event, where everybody was cooking at the same time. So they told us what to get and how to cook it, and so they hired a chef that was telling us what to do.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
That was fun. That was fun.
It must have been awesome, yeah.
Yeah, the last thing I'm going to do is chop the parsley really fine. Okay.
And this is like the cherry on top. It adds the flavor to everything, right?
That's flavor and yes, nutrients and color. Parsley is along with celery. They have something called PQQ. PQQ. It's a substance that apparently improves your brain and you have better memory or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. With my mom has been making a juice every day in the morning. So she puts kale, celery, parsley, kiwi,
Really?
and beet. Yeah. And I found out about that only because I was kind of wondering about her memory. Anyways, her memory at least has not gone worse. However, her eyes are much better. She's not using glasses anymore. My mom is 78 and she doesn't have to use glasses to read or to see from far away. Nothing. She doesn't need glasses.
And she used to?
And she used to. She used to need glasses to go and take the bus or to read. Like she had two pair of glasses for far away and for close. And also her hair is getting, like the roots are black. Her hair is turning black. Don't ask me. And the only different thing that she's doing is actually taking this juice every morning.
Okay, I'm gonna get a pen. Hold on, we're gonna write that down. Parsley and beets.
Celery, kale, parsley, kiwi.
Kiwi.
Is another one. And yeah, and you can make a juice with that in the morning, just a smoothie. I put, like she puts also banana or a little bit of berries and to make it taste better.
Yeah.
And it's very healthy.
Wow.
So the last thing you do is just you add mayonnaise.
Nice.
Yeah.
So just like 3 or 4 big scoops?
Yes. Like for this is a large bowl. No, I think I'm beginning to think that maybe the bowl is not large enough for all the potatoes.
And do you use a certain type, like Hellmann's mayonnaise or any type?
I'm using Hellmann's olive oil. And the reason why we use this one is because all the other ones have soy. This one is the only one that doesn't use oil from soy.
Oh.
Because I have a bunch of people that are allergic to everything in this house. Peanuts, gluten, soy, what else? Eggs, well, everything. So we had to watch every single, even like beans and legumes is, I don't know. I'm the only one who's not allergic to anything, but I look after everybody.
Mm-hmm. So you only don't choose the soy one for allergy purposes? Yes,
yeah. And also because I heard that it's not good for boys or for like my son or men to take too much soy.
Remember last summer I said that I started eating edamame all the time, and then it was so full of soy, and I was worried about,
estrogen
my levels. So then I boycotted edamame and soy. I went and bought a bunch of meat just to balance it out. But yeah.
Well, the good thing about estrogen is that comes and goes. So don't worry. I don't think you have it accumulated in your body.
Then you just mix in. Are the potatoes in there too?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Potato is there.
Ooh.
I need to put a little bit more. I'm gonna use a clean spoon.
More mayo?
Yeah. At the bottom feels like it's not. You cover everything. Yeah, here there's a portion. You don't have to put too much. I don't like to put too much, just enough to cover a little bit everything, but not like full of mayonnaise. This is not a mayonnaise salad, it's a potato salad. Okay. And that's it. And if you want to, like, I put a little bit of pepper.
Oh yeah.
And the last thing I do is just like, I didn't put too much salt because I know that the mayonnaise has salt. So I'm going to try it to see if it needs more salt.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Nice.
So I'm gonna take a plate. Oh, I know where I left the spoon. I knew I had to prepare a spoon here. A large spoon.
Oh.
I'm going to serve the potato salad.
Nice and hot. Everything's fresh. Oh,
But you can eat this cold as well, and it tastes just fantastic.
So
and
you just as it is and let it set in the fridge overnight or 2 days or something?
Yeah, and you can have it. Normally, it doesn't last more than a day because you just want to eat it and eat it and eat it. But yeah, this is how it looks.
Oh.
Can you see it?
A little bit. It's a little bright.
It's a little bright. Okay, I'm just gonna lower.
A bit. Oh. Look at all the colors. Orange, green, everything's mixed together. The hot dogs.
Everything is. Yeah.
That's perfect. So now you eat.
No, yes, I eat, but I know I don't feel like eating in front of everyone.
Well, we'll wrap it up, but I'll say thank you for coming on the show. I know we want to mention Andrea Berry was going to be on the show, and then she couldn't make it, and then a couple other people, including Can Bouge from Tato. He's a potato businessman. He has a business where he sells potatoes. And but thank you so much, Olga, for coming. And what would be something you want to leave, one last message to the audience, like advice or inspiration?
Oh, don't waste food.
I like that.
Don't waste food, yes. Just be thankful for the opportunity to have this meal and everything that you have, and so just make sure that you don't waste anything, because I feel like when you're wasting things, like you are losing an opportunity, and others might not be as lucky as we are of having a meal every day like we do. So yes, be thankful for that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to participate in your adventures and your events. So I'm sure we will hear from Drew again, and yes, and he will be doing always amazing things.
And I hope we'll be hearing from you again too.
Perfect.